Welcome back, friends. It's been a minute. We have cooperative weather today. Still a little overcast, but very cool. And best of all, it's not wet. We are back with Operation No Gym. Maybe we're thinking that maybe we shouldn't do Operation No Gym in the north. It would be nice to have gone inside and run around in a gym during the rain, but is what it is. We were pushed out here today. We could have stayed in while we weren't at the playground. We were out doing very long walks and not so long walks. I think as a result, have a little bit of a sore knee. Left knee is playing up a little bit. Got these new kicks on. I don't know if you're following the shoe stories on the other channels. But yeah, we got these new shoes and we're going to attempt to run in these bad boys. The priority is movement, running around this track. And then, I don't know if we're going to get any burpees in, but exercises, jump up and down on the bench. We'll do that for a few minutes before we get to any pull-ups, push-ups, or anything like that. We do have the Philly skateboard in the bag. It's the same type as the Miami skateboard. One here, one there. We don't really have the kind of surface over there to work with the skateboard, but we have some flat, smooth surfaces we could use it on. So we're doing our kind of walk around warm-up lap to get us into today's session. Returning after a few days off, always the same feel. We feel like, oh man, the body has been deconditioned. Like only after 4 or 5 days. But the body's not really deconditioned. It's the mind thing. We tell ourselves we're going to go kind of easy. We start out easy, and the next thing you know, we're talking about, man, our strength came back. Muscle memory kicked in, and so on. So maybe a lot of other folks have that same kind of feel. You got to push yourself out there and do it. We may do a little different format today. I don't know. It's I think it's Fortnight 12 since we started counting our 2-week periods. We might just get one session in a week nowadays. Who knows? It's new life, but we're going to continue get it in whenever we can. With that, my friends, let's get into it, get the job done. We'll see you right after this message. It's another year of real life fitness, my friends. In the gym, out in the park, on the monkey bars, getting the job done. We are thriving in 25. It's Serenity year, but we don't slack. We got to get our groove on, get stronger, access the bodybuilding protocol, and we got something special for you behind the curtain. Everywhere we are is good fitness, and it's positive exercise, positive results, Fortnite protocol, monkey bars, Jimmy Jam, park workout. Join us. 5 laps in a clip. Shoes are holding up. They actually feel pretty good. Feel better running than walking, or jogging than walking. So maybe if I don't forget, I might just do a little review right after it's done. Maybe not though, but it's easier to do after the run because I have to take a victory lap. Oh my God, yeah, I hope you think it's as funny as I do. I'm just happy I still have the breath to laugh. More later. We're feeling it, my friends. We're feeling the challenge. This is where we start generating the abundance in stamina and endurance. We need to endure, and we need to be less affected by it than we are. We did the 5 laps, I told you that, and we did some jumping jack squats, and we did 2 more laps, and we did some jump ups on this platform here, and we did different kinds of pull-ups and some arm hangs, 1-arm hangs. Don't really have the grip today, not just yet. Anyway, the jumping and the trotting is really the core of the workout. Speaking of core, we'll get in some leg raises, maybe some sit-ups before we go. Maybe some dip core things. I don't even know, man. I'm so delirious now, I might not even remember recording this part. We got a little bit of a ways to go. We'll be right back right after this transition. So guys, before we wrap up this session, we made a little bit of a discovery hanging with the 1 arm, man, because we keep spinning around. We would put our hands backwards like this, and that would take down the spinning a little bit, but like we can't go hand over hand like this. We want to go hand over hand, hang, bring the hand up and go across. We keep spinning. So just before we ended this, just before I hit the wall, thinking, man, maybe if I hold the bar with one hand up like so, and then keep the legs up, even if I have to hold them up with the other hand, that would cut down on the spinning. So we tried it a couple of times and it seemed to work. So I think we'll end up doing it that way for a while until the core becomes strong enough to stabilize us with straight legs. So I think the progression seems like it's going like this. We started with this grip and this grip and this grip, and we'll do a grip holding the knees up, making the body smaller so that it doesn't turn as much, and then we'll get to a point where we could just hang with the knees up, not holding on, and then maybe we can hang straight legs, and then eventually we can hang and move with our legs in a semi-L sit so that we don't twirl around, and that the body is tighter and easier to maneuver in that way. I got to tell you guys, we are wrecked, and we've got to take on that hill to get back to HQ. We took you through today's session pretty much step by step, so I don't really have to wrap it up. I will tell you though that it was mostly what we envisioned it to be. A lot of movement. We're back on the track and trotting. We're doing the jumping calisthenics. We're doing jumping squats, jumping up and down on the platform. We still got our pull-ups in. A lot of this session was hanging leg lifts for the core, and we finished up with the hanging and practice hanging. And I just did what I told you there was no need to do, but because I'm used to doing it, that's just the way it is. Thanks as always, gang. These are fewer and further between than before. Maybe I'll just drop some in here and there with some old clips just to stay relevant. It's easy to be forgotten on social media these days. But yeah, don't forget me. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next workout. Peace.